You're about to spend $150 on an NVMe SSD based on specifications that are marketing fiction. The box says 7,000 megabytes per second sequential read. What it doesn't say is that after 50 gigabytes of writes, this drops to 1,200 megabytes per second for the rest of your workflow. The 1 terabyte capacity? You get 931 gigabytes usable, and performance crashes when you fill past 80%. Most SSD buyers look at the speed number on the box. They never see the cache exhaustion curves, the write cliff at capacity, or the endurance lies that determine whether your drive lasts 2 years or 20. In the next few minutes, we're stripping away the alphabet soup. From QLC endurance reality to the cache systems that make or break real-world performance, this is every SSD specification that actually matters for your next purchase. The speed lies. Let's start with the biggest lie on every SSD box: sequential read speed. Up to 7,000 megabytes per second. Sounds incredible. Here's the physics. This number comes from a synthetic benchmark reading large files in perfect conditions. Zero real-world applicability. Your operating system doesn't move large files continuously. It moves thousands of small files randomly. This is called random 4K performance, and it's 50 times more important than sequential speed for boot times, application loading, and general responsiveness. The specification that matters: random 4K read-write IOPS, input-output operations per second. A slow PCIe 3.0 drive doing 25,000 random 4K IOPS will feel faster than a fast PCIe 5.0 drive doing 15,000 IOPS. The big sequential number is for video editing workloads. Everyone else needs random performance. Purchase trap. Manufacturers bury random 4K numbers in fine print because they're less impressive. 600,000 IOPS sounds worse than 7,000 megabytes per second, even though the IOPS number predicts your actual experience. Cache, reality. Every modern SSD has a cache system. This is the specification that determines whether your fast drive stays fast under load. SLC cache explained, your TLC or QLC NAND stores 3 or 4 bits per cell. But for speed, manufacturers designate some cells to store only 1 bit. This single-level cell cache is 5 to 10 times faster than the main storage. Here's the problem. Cache size varies with drive capacity, and manufacturers don't tell you the exact numbers. Expert aside, cache comes in 2 types: static and dynamic. Static cache is fixed, 50 gigabytes of SLC, that never changes. Dynamic cache converts main storage cells temporarily. Under heavy writes, dynamic cache shrinks as the drive fills up. This is why a 1 terabyte drive at 90% full performs worse than the same drive at 50% full. The specification manufacturers hide sustained write speed after cache exhaustion. Your 3,500 megabytes per second TLC drive might drop to 800 megabytes per second for large file transfers once the 40 gigabyte cache is full. Purchase decision. For video editors, content creators, or anyone moving large files regularly, find reviews that test sustained write performance. For general users, cache size only matters if you regularly transfer more than 20 to 30 gigabytes at once. NAND endurance math. SSD endurance is measured in TBW, total bytes written. This tells you how much data you can write before the drive starts failing. The NAND hierarchy: SLC, 100,000 write erase cycles. MLC, 10,000 cycles. QLC, 3,000 cycles. Cheaper drives use QLC NAND. More expensive drives use TLC. The endurance difference is massive. Real-world math: a 1 terabyte QLC drive rated for 150 terabytes of writes before warranty expiration. For normal users writing 10 to 20 gigabytes per day, this is 20 plus years. For power users writing 50 plus gigabytes daily, QLC drives can fail in 8 to 10 years. The endurance lie: Manufacturers rate TBW conservatively for warranty protection. Most drives survive 3 to 5 times their rated endurance, but QLC drives have a steeper failure curve. When they start failing, they fail fast. Purchase framework. Budget users. QLC is fine for web browsing, office work, light gaming. Power users. TLC mandatory for video editing, development work, heavy gaming. Professional. Enterprise TLC or MLC for mission-critical data. Expert aside, check the drive's DWPD rating, drive writes per day. This tells you the percentage of drive capacity you can write daily for the warranty period. 0.3 DWPD on a 1 terabyte drive means 300 gigabytes of writes per day for 5 years. Interface and form factor reality. PCIe generations explained. PCIe 3.0, 3,500 megabytes per second, theoretical maximum. PCIe 4.0, 14,000 megabytes per second, theoretical maximum. The reality. Most applications can't use PCIe 4.0's full bandwidth, let alone PCIe 5.0. Games, operating systems, and productivity software are bottlenecked by random performance and CPU processing, not sequential throughput. Purchase trap. PCIe 5.0 drives cost 40 to 60% more than PCIe 4.0 drives for speeds you'll never use in real applications. They also run hotter, requiring active cooling in most systems. Form factors. M22280. Standard length, 80 millimeters. Fits most motherboards. M22242 2260. Shorter versions for laptops. 2.5-inch SATA. Legacy interface 550 megabytes per second maximum. The compatibility question? Check your motherboard's M2 slots. Most support PCIe 4.0. Some support PCIe 5.0. Your drive will work at the lowest common speed between drive and slot. What to actually buy? Budget tier. Under $80 for 1 terabyte. Samsung 980, TLC, or WD Blue SN570. TLC. Avoid QLC drives unless price is the only factor. Look for drives with DRAM cache for better random performance. Performance tier. $80 to $120 for 1 terabyte. Samsung 980 Pro or WD Black SN850X. TLC NAND, large SLC cache, 5-year warranties, PCIe 4.0 interface for future-proofing. Professional tier, $120 plus for 1 terabyte. Samsung 990 Pro for maximum random performance. Enterprise drives like Intel P4610 for write-heavy workloads. Consider 2 terabyte capacity for better price per gigabyte and larger cache. The capacity decision: larger drives have larger caches and better performance per dollar. A 2 terabyte drive often costs 60 to 70% more than 1 terabyte but provides 2 times capacity and 40 to 50% better sustained performance. Purchase checklist. Before buying any SSD, check random 4K IOPS, not sequential speed. Find sustained write speed after cache exhaustion. Calculate TBW against your daily write volume. Verify PICI compatibility with your motherboard. Consider 2 terabyte for better performance per dollar. The most important specification: look for drives with separate DRAM cache chips visible on the PCB. DRAM-less drives save $10 to $15 but sacrifice random performance significantly. Next week, we're diving into memory specifications. RAM is the other half of your storage equation, and the timing and latency numbers matter more than the speed on the box. If this breakdown saved you from buying a cache-limited QLC drive, hit subscribe. Sudo BitLogic is just getting started.